Police say pull the trigger, and there is an all-out manhunt tonight.
Residents say it's just the latest act of violence from Packers South.
Yeah, what is this scene? What the fuck are we looking at? What is this shit?
A lot of people who want attention. Like, it's just attention. It's like, attention is currency now. Why or how?
Attention's always been currency, but I think when we see the amount of black people from visiting from out of town who are blasting music, who are constantly singing out loud, getting other people to see them singing a song that they know or isn't theirs, that are renting vehicles that aren't theirs. It's reflective of an auditory culture, meaning that culture is a collective that's constantly expressed. Audible culture versus visual culture is this. How many fingers do I have up?
4.
Okay. How many fingers do I have up?
I don't know.
Okay, exactly. What am I doing?
Snap.
What am I doing?
Snap.
How are you able to tell what I'm doing? Behind your head.
I heard you snap.
Okay.
I only got eyes in front of my head.
Exactly. Okay. Visual culture, you have to cut out a majority of the world around you in order for you to focus on something. Eyes essentially focus. That's what they do. They focus on things. What do ears do? Ears listen, they take in everything. You have to physically manipulate your ears in order to focus them. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it with your eyes, but I think the biggest point is that ears are 360 and all around. There's a lower barrier to entry to audible culture because it's all around you at all times. There's a higher barrier to entry to put something in front of somebody to help them focus on it, to execute and to build. You can build more complex systems through visual culture, which is essentially what you get painting from. That's what you get the visual arts from. That's what you get writing from. That's what you get reading from and through. Illiterate cultures pass their culture through ear, through telling a story, through song, through dance.
I need a free. I go deep, I need to eat. So what's up, Bree? What's up, Keith?
This is constant sending and receiving. The people that are blaring their music the loudest are also on their phones. They're constantly intaking while they're outputting. There's no stopping, recognizing, breathing, silence, and then observing. There's no observation. You're constantly a subject. You're constantly immersed. That's what hearing does. You're immersed. Where visual, you separate. It's like, no, that's a different sentence. Wait, it's all on the same page. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's the same thought.
What's the value?
The value
in
of what?
audible culture?
The value in audible culture is expression.
Okay.
That's why you have white people all the time that are trying to be in dance groups, but they need choreography. They need structure because they come from a long line of visual cultures. Well, maybe not a long line. The Irish aren't necessarily a long line of visual cultures. They're more audible. There's other audible Caucasoid and Caucasian cultures. But a lot of European cultures are considered European or cultured because of their visual cultures, because of the way that they visually interpret themselves.
In America, it's more cohesive or conducive to the progression of whatever your culture is to be more visual.
Economically?
To be a more visual. Yeah, economically.
Yes. Because what visual culture allows you to do is remove yourself. It allows you to remove yourself from being totally immersed in culture. So then you can actually put a box around what is valuable to you and make money on it. As opposed to, it's the difference between being on the stage. It's the difference between being on the stage and owning the stage. It's the difference between being the performer and the showrunner.
Now, what are the shortcomings of visual culture?
The shortcomings is a lack of expression. You're a little too rigid.
What does that do? What are the side effects?
The side effects is rigidity. The side effects is repression. The side effects is suppression.
What does that look like in our society?
What does
American
that look like?
society. Yeah, like what's an example? Like we said, audible culture, you know, people blasting music.
They can't focus. They've got no focus. It's always expression. And if you're stopping their expression, you're oppressing them.
Okay, so let's try the flip side of that.
Yeah.
Visual culture in America.
Yeah.
Right? You talked about you need to be able to be visual, to decipher, to build. What's the downside of that? Though? You said it was a lack of expression, but what does that look like? Like we know that audible culture.
It's the guy that can't dance with his wife. It's the guy that can't move his hips a little bit for his wife. It's the guy that builds empires and has these awesome things, but his kids can't relate to him over music, can't relate to him over expressing something, saying something of non-calculable value. I mean, motorcycles are similar, especially the ones that make all the noise, you know. That's a part of audible culture, is that you're expressing wah, wah, wah. So it's not restricted to black people. I just think black people in America are oversaturated.
Yo, we in motherfucking Miami right now. From Houston, Texas to New York to Miami.
We have
It's
learned
love.
from investigators that that individual is not even from South Florida. He is believed to be from the New York State area.
We have beautiful beaches, great restaurants, great things to do, wonderful venues. We just ask that you follow the rules. If you can't follow
How
the
you
rules,
doing, man?
you shouldn't come here.
Yeah, sure, man. How you doing? Good. What's your name, man?
Tay.
Tay?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Tay.
Nice to meet you, brother.
When did you get down here?
I just got down here today.
Today?
Yeah.
And you have a place to stay?
Nah.
No? Well, what are you doing?
I got $40. I'm gonna try to figure something out.
Have you worked in the hotel and restaurant industry before?
Yeah.
You have? You have a resume?
Yeah.
You have a physical paper resume?
No, I got it printed out, but I have one.
You have a digital resume?
Yeah.
Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a resume.
Oh, no, I promise. I really do.
And the way that you just approached me and you made eye contact and you shook my hand, as long as you do that and you have a resume, just keep doing that. Keep plugging away.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be industry down here for people who can do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, sure.
All right, y'all
All
have
right,
a good
dude.
day, man.
Hey, good to meet you,
brother.
man.
Thank you, bro. Y'all have a good one.
And watch my signature end up somewhere. He signed for a new lease. See, it's collective. They recognize it. It's a network. It's literally a network. It's like, oh, I recognize that. Boom, I gotta say something. Boom, I gotta say something. Boom, I'm gonna start dancing. Oh, this is the culture. The culture is that. Hey. That's what audible culture is. Look what they're doing. It's not to a piece of literature. It's not a film.
It don't gotta be though.
I'm not saying it does, but what I'm not making a moral claim.
Okay.
All I'm doing is saying is that if you can clearly see what transfers recognition between people, whether audibly or visually, you see what I'm saying? Like, then you could potentially attend situations or mend them or change them.